everyone! I am MechaRandom42. You might also know me as Random Game User 42, and today we are looking at the latest episode, or should I say mini episode, of Star Trek Discovery that just came out last night on October 4th, and yeah, I'm not happy about it. Not happy about it. My opinion of Star Trek Discovery is that it is the worst Star Trek we have ever had. And if you are one of the fans of Star Trek Discovery, I am not the channel for you. This is a very... This show kills me when it comes to Star Trek. This show is absolutely everything that Star Trek should not be. It is not Star Trek. It is not science fiction. It is barely even a show. So I will give the trigger warning right now. I am not the channel for you if you are a huge Discovery fan. Today's episode is called Runaway, and it is the first of our short episodes, even though I believe it's episode 2. I don't know. So let's just get right into it, and I'm using screenshots and no actual footage for 100% fair use for review purposes. So let's get right into it, shall we? And in our first opening title here, we do have a new theme song. It's kind of dark and moody and intense, but hey, at least it's not a bunch of shots of props like we had last time, right? Like all these unfinished things and props that aren't even in the series. And oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one to review, guys. Short tracks, or as I like to call them, short bus tracks. Whew. And our opening shot is, we have a little work bee sort of thing landing. And, yeah, when were they piloted? I guess it's a new thing for Discovery. I thought they were kind of unmanned little bots and little drones and things. But, you know, whatever. This is Star Trek Discovery. So they have established that these are the little ships that bring in, or that people can go and pilot. We had Vok Tyler go out there with his PTSD in one of the episodes last time, so... And oh look, a stowaway snuck in! You know, it's not like we didn't see that in the trailer or anything, but hey, what are you gonna do? And of course, it does bleed day-glow orange blood after cutting itself, because aliens! I guess, you know, I mean, it's CG blood, I guess they can do whatever they want to it. I would love to see that in a practical effect, but whatever. And so we skip over to this interior shot of Tilly. They're all interior shots. We did have a nice exterior spaceship shot that I kind of glossed over, but yeah, this is more of a negative review, so I don't really point out a lot of the good things. But Tilly, the only character in STD that is a freaking character, is holo-skyping with her mom about her command training. I still freaking hate the holo-communication stuff that's decades before it should be there in the series, but, you know, at least they're kind of continuing this established conflict that she has, that she's mentioned in the past with her mother, so at least there's that. But for crying out loud, no more holo-skyping! Star Trek Discovery, you don't have this technology yet. You really, really don't. Stop it. It's annoying. Please stop. I don't like it. So this is a cute little moment of Tilly getting annoyed at the computer for nagging her for wanting too much caffeine. In the last shot, her mother also kind of nagged her about caffeine. So I like her. I like her reactions. I like her expression. She's actually the best actress on the show, in my opinion, because she emotes. She's got character. She's got reactionary timing. That's one thing that Michael Burnham does not have. Sonequa Martin Green does not react well to things. She reacts or overacts or whatever. At least Mary Wiseman can react, and that's one thing. I did want to at least compliment her on that. So, I mean, at least they started these mini episodes with Tilly, right? So she sees, while she's having her little espresso, a lens blur. You know, not to be confused with the lens flare chubby that this show established. And, like, they really have a chubby for lens flare, but, you know, this time it's a lens blur. So at least it's something different, right? Oh boy. Reaching down to touch the puddle of goo. So she finds a puddle of goo after being spooked, right? And I get it, she's still in training. She's still a cadet, she's in her command training. But when a mysterious substance appears in freaking space, the last thing you want to do is touch it. Even amateur ghost hunters and paranormal investigators get fucking, like, they don't touch things that when they collect samples. You know, that when people are out, when Josh Gates is out there hunting for Bigfoot in Tibet or wherever, or Sasquatch in Tibet where he's going, he uses gloves and picks up a sample of stuff to not contaminate anything. You don't want to touch some mysterious goo. This could be acidic. This could be anything. Never touch mysterious goo in space. Don't touch mysterious goo anyway. Just don't touch mysterious goo in general as a rule. Take a fucking sample like a normal person. Oh my god, we get it. This is Short Bus Discovery, but quit being Short Bus Discovery. We don't want Short Bus Discovery. Come on. This is Star Trek. This is we're better than this. At least it should be. And of course, the spooky lens blur causes all the food dispensers to projectile vomit all the food out. It's kind of funny-ish. Is this supposed to be, like, scary or funny or, you know, like a 1980s high school movie food fight? I don't get it. It's weird that that she has the ability to cause that. Well, we know in the trailer, this is all full spoilers. We saw in the trailer for this episode that there's a runaway, there's a stowaway, you know, so we know what's going on. We know that blur is a person because they already spoiled it. So what? You know, she has the technology to make the dispensers projectile vomit all the food. I don't get it. I don't get it. This just seemed like it would be a funny shot to do, so they added it. But, you know, and surprise to nobody that saw the trailer, it's an alien chick with, you know, Suliban technology. She can cloak for reasons. For reasons. And, of course, she gets scared by Tilly, and she's part Suliban and part porcupine. So, Suliban... Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Tilly goes to scan her, and she does go into defense mode and hisses, and the spikes pop out of the back of her neck, or out of the back of her spine, rather. And I guess there's one in the back of her neck, too. Oh, fuck, though. It's so stupid. At least Tilly does scan the blood sample. She's not that stupid. She scans it instead of scanning the girl, scaring her further, but... You know, she learns that this is a 17-year-old girl. She's a Zahian, and this species, they've just developed warp technology because the tricorder knows this information, apparently, by the blood sample. Yeah, without having to, like, upload it to the computer or any of that, the tricorder just knows it, but whatever. But of course this is Tilly, so they have to make her likable, and this is the Gilmore Girls writing, probably, that we have known to love on Discovery, where they bond over ice cream. Yeah, you know, and because sugar is awesome, says Tilly. Hashtag Short Bus Trek. Yep, sugar is awesome. So Tilly tries to get close, but the porcupine hisses and Tilly hisses back. Yeah, porcupine. I like porcupine better than Sulapine, but yeah, porcupine is good. So porcupine backs down, and they get into a pissing contest once about who's smarter once Tilly flips on the universal translator. She learns that her name is Poe because, you know, that was such an amazing name in Star Wars. Poe Dameron, right? and of course, Tilly wants to report her. The kid doesn't want that. The kid's begging, you know, please don't report me. No, I'm going to vanish. Blah blah blah. So Tilly does not report her, and it is kind of cute that they do get kind of into this pissing contest, and Tilly hisses back at her. But oh lord, this is such yeah, and of course of course this is why I call it Short Bus Trek. Oh lord. Few more screenshots to get through, I promise, and I won't sigh so much. And of course, some crew members are coming into the mess hall. I mean, this is kind of established that this is the night shift, and this is the overnight crew, and, you know, so people are finally reporting in, and all these extras that are going into makeup, like this guy right here. You've got, how many hours was this person in makeup? But Tilly has to think fast. So, oh no, a hormonal space rabbit got loose and has mood swings, and that's her excuse about why it looks like a food fight took place, you know? Gee, it's something like, if I can come up off the top of my head that a food fight took place, why couldn't Tilly say that? Oh yeah, I was drunk with, you know, Ensign whatever, and we had a food fight. You know, why didn't she just say that? What? Yeah, hormonal space rabbit. Oh, fuck. Oh, Lord. So, of course, Tilly's back in her quarters, and she scans the girl further, and she looks her up in the database, and we learn that the Zahians are born at the same time as their planet. They evolved side by side, and and this particular girl mines dilithium, or has hidden in the caves with the dilithium mines. Holy shit, actual Trek fuel, you know? Like, what, are they afraid if people might sue their asses for traveling through the galaxy using spores and tardigrades and shit? You know, I mean, seriously, why would they give us actual Trek technology like dilithium crystals? And you know, actual Trek lore, but, you know, I digress. Also, surprise, surprise, the girl is wanted, because of course she is. And they have this whole scene where they're bonding over mommy issues, and Poe is basically the Tilly of her species, you know, way too smart, but protected. She had a crack in her skull, and she's kind of treated as special. Oh, Lord. And because Poe is the porcupine, porcupine Poe is the Tilly of her species, she tells Tilly, I built a dilithium incubator that can recrystallize dilithium. And for people who don't know, dilithium is the fuel that makes warp travel possible. It is actual Star Trek fuel. And if you can recrystallize it, that means you can regrow and reuse fuel, right? Oh, and of course we get more fucking swearing on Trek in this scene too. I do have to point that out. There's like 5 things in this paragraph that I've written down that I really have to address, and Tilly's like, holy shit, in this episode, again, and this doesn't fucking belong in Star Trek. But before I complain too much about that, oh my god, like, they cram so much into this scene, and this is such a short episode, but the dilithium incubator thing, I really have to point out, would be such a huge freaking deal in this era of Star Trek, you know? Like, never needing to mine dilithium crystals, like all these disputes and trade disputes and mining rights and war over mining for dilithium. All of these things could be solved with the regrowth of dilithium crystals, and I know this is something that pops in the Next Generation era as well. But holy shit, this is supposed to be right before Kirk and Spock are on the Enterprise, like a decade before. Pike is on the Enterprise right now in this universe, and this. Oh my god, if you could regrow dilithium crystals, that's a fucking huge deal. But of course, we're just gonna gloss over that with the holy shit dropped from Tilly, and this whole family issue, mama drama, story issue, bonding thing, because they both have mommy issues, and this is how they're bonding. You know, and Poe was like, not let out because her mommy's like, no, you're special, and there's something wrong with you, and Tilly's kind of the same way. They both have these overbearing mothers, and they're kind of this way to bond. Instead of, you know, like, actually reporting her for being wanted, instead of actually, you know, saying, hey, that she has this technology that's really amazing, and oh, hey, this species actually has warp technology, and we should, you know, do something about that. We should. You know, she should say something to security or anything. But no, Tilly, sweet, stupid, big boob Tilly, decides to help and send this girl back. But wait, now we get all this other exposition that she's gonna be queen now? Disney princess much? Why is this necessary? Why is this part of the story? Why do we have to sprinkle in, oh, but now she's also a princess. So now not only are you not reporting a fugitive, you're also causing this international incident, just like Michael fucking Burnham did, where you're not, this is going to be the queen of this planet. This is royalty we're talking about. This is a political issue now. You have to fucking report this to someone. You can't just be sitting here on the transporter pad with this criminal fugitive who's run away, who's wanted, and even if she's not like a fugitive, she's still wanted by her people. This is a diplomatic fucking incident, right? You need to do something. You can't just like transport her off to fucking who knows where, because we have no idea where they're at. They're just in space somewhere. Ooh. And of course, she bonds with Tilly. She's like, "Oh, here, take this dilithium crystal," even though it looks more like a space sapphire, but whatever. And of course, we're just gonna transport her to fucking who knows where. We have no clue where they are. We don't know if she's got a ship nearby. She's stowed away on the little work bee. We established that. And in this day and age, we know you can't just transport to fucking who knows where. You know, you can't transport from the Earth to the moon in next generation technology. What the actual fuck, Star Trek? What in the actual fuck, Star Trek? What is wrong with having science in Star Trek? You gave us a sprinkle with dilithium incubation and regrowth. You gave us a little bit of it, but you set that all aside for this stupid bonding Disney princess shit. Oh my god. Are you that desperate to be part of Disney and all this? And I gotta get this shit off my screen. Just go away. I don't want anything to do with you, Discovery. This is why I call it short plus Star Trek. It is so stupid. It's like they forget that people who watch Star Trek are nerds and geeks, and we pay attention to the science behind it. Holy shit. So I give this episode a fuck you out of holy shit. You know, or that was not freaking awesome, to quote Star Trek's lines. Yeah. Fucking hell, I hate this episode so much. And it didn't even start off that bad. You've got the most likable character, but you're still missing the main principles of Star Trek. You're missing the science. You're missing, you know, you at least are getting the character development right. You're getting that Tilly is a personality. She's got a character. She's got issues. She's got flaws. But for crying out loud, you're transporting somebody. They're gonna know. What are the repercussions of this? They're going to look at the transporter logs. They're going to look at, you know, your data from your samples from your tricorder. That's all connected. Especially if you search for her records and you found her being wanted. Like, you looked on the ship. They're gonna know you searched for her, and then there's a transport. You're gonna have to answer to somebody, and of course they're not. They're gonna gloss over this. She's never gonna have to, like, be. Oh god, this is. Every fucking criminal in Starfleet. This is a criminal offense for transporting somebody. Like, that's the type of thing that would get you court-martialed, or you would at least get a talking to from your captain if they found out. But of course, we don't even have a captain anymore on Discovery because fucking Mirror Philippa Giorgio, Empress Ming, went off and buggered off to the Klingon homeworld. Or wherever the hell she went, and we know that Section 31 is off with her, and we know Michael Burnham isn't in charge, and we know that Captain Pike is going to come over, according to the trailer. Oh my god, why can't you just make good Star Trek? I was not expecting this bad. I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't know it would be this bad. Every time, you just subvert my expectations on making it even worse. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Did you watch this episode? Do you enjoy me breaking them down with screenshots like this? Are you as pissed at CBS as I am and Star Trek in general right now because they're just really missing the mark on Star Trek? I mean, at least they're giving us Tilly, and she's the best character, but holy shit, I want to punch her sometimes. She's so stupid. You can't let fugitives go. Oh, boy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have Twitter, I have Patreon, and I will probably go live sometime tonight. Check me out over on Midnight's Edge After Dark as well. Check out my fellow Tribunal members, Overlord DVD, Midnight's Edge After Dark, and Nerdrotic. And I will see you guys on the next episode or video or live stream or wherever you guys see me. Bye!